Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good night, and welcome to Jazzy Conversations. I'm Teef.
And I'm Gigi.
And we're excited to be here.
Listen, thanks for checking in.
Welcome to Jazzy Conversations. I'm Teef.
And I'm Gigi.
I hope you guys are ready. We have an amazing show. You ready? Here we go. G, we are back.
Yes, we are.
So listen.
Yeah.
Our roster, we have this pause in there, which is great because they'll be back on next week. We got some heavy hitters coming up.
Heavy hitters.
I'm very excited for them.
So excited about what we've been done.
But I am happy that we had the opportunity just to shoot the breeze.
Just connect.
We have not had to do that in like 15 episodes. So
yeah.
So
you believe that? First of all, 15 episodes.
15 episodes.
It has flown by. I hope y'all have been flying with us, but we've been enjoying it.
I'm excited because again, it's March. It's March Madness.
Yeah.
And for me, just sitting back watching college basketball is everything. I mean, I'm serious. And people that's watching this that know me very well, they're like, oh, he's a diehard UConn women's basketball fan. Yeah. And yes, I am. Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, you love March for basketball. I love March because I know that by the end of March, we're pretty much done with winter.
Oh.
That's why I love March. I'm like, okay, by the end of this, we're going to see a change in the weather. Stuff is going to start blooming. We get back outside. Right, start clearing off the deck.
That's my big one right there.
Yes.
That's my big, listen.
Yes.
March winds brings April showers, bring May flowers. Old school. That's elementary.
I know.
But the funny part about it is exactly what you said. I'm a spring, summer guy. I love it.
Me too.
Gee, I put my headphones on, G. Let me go for a jog. Yeah. You might catch me in Connecticut running down Whitney Avenue. Well, trotting down Whitney Avenue. And back.
I don't trot anywhere. You might see me taking a stroll.
You're nut. You're nut. But then coming back in the spring, summertime, and literally turning that soil over, trying to get my grass ready. I love it. My plants, my roses start blooming. Yeah. And the best part for both of us, your house, my house, the deck.
The deck, sitting on that porch.
Oh, it's nothing like it,
Getting that grill ready. Yeah.
I love it. And inviting people over and just and entertaining.
That's my season. Spring and summer.
Yes.
Bring it on.
So what do you got planned this summer? Anything?
You know what? Nothing major is happening this summer, but my baby girl is getting ready to go into high school.
Oh,
so yes, she's graduating from middle school, and so this will
give her a big shout out. Give her a big shout out. That
Gabby,
baby girl.
Mommy and Daddy are so proud of you,
Absolutely.
and she's an amazing student, beautiful girl.
Absolutely, I've seen her. Yes.
So really, a lot of this summer will be spent just really making sure, just pouring into her, connecting with her. Making sure that we get our bonding time.
You better.
Because high school.
I was about to say, you better, because once she gets in high school, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling her.
Any sports? Does she play any sports?
She is an amazing softball player.
Oh,
so she plays for Hamden Fathers. Okay. She plays there. So shout out to Hamden Fathers. Yeah. Great organization. So she does that. She loves it. But she's one of those kids, and I'm bragging on my baby, but she's one of those kids that whatever she tries, she's good at.
Yeah, brag on her.
Whatever she likes, she's a beautiful artist. She can draw, she can paint, she can sing, she can dance, she can bake like nobody's business.
She can do it all because she got Gigi jeans. She got your jeans too, Adam, right?
She got Adam, that's a daddy's
She's
girl.
A walker. She's a walker.
She's a walker. That's a daddy's
but
girl.
We both understand, Adam, that all the good side always goes to mom, right? I mean, come on, we know that, right? Yeah. So no, keep bragging on her. That's exciting. Yeah,
that's what this summer will be. A lot of really just making sure that she's all the way ready. I mean, we've done that leading all of the years leading up to this, but this summer is sort of sort of the last of the baby.
And you said Hamden Fathers. So Hamden, Connecticut. She Hamden High School girls basketball.
Yeah,
just won a championship.
Yes, they did.
They just won. They won undefeated. So big shout out. Big shout out to Hamden High School girls basketball.
That's
huge. My kids went to Hamden.
Yeah,
my kids both graduated from Hamden. Yeah. So I mean, don't get it twisted. We're governors for life. Wilbur Cross, baby.
You know that's right.
But
Wilbur Cross.
Hamden, big shout out. So
How about you? What are you planning for the summer?
So again, just like yours, let me talk about my baby girl.
Come on,
So
put this bag on.
my baby girl graduates. Matter of fact, maybe next week I'll wear that. Tennessee State University. She graduates with her undergrad. I'm very proud of her. And from there, to God be the glory, she got accepted into law school.
Oh,
So she'll be
right.
leaving Tennessee State University, which won an Oscar. Their band won an Oscar.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
That's amazing.
first HBCU school
Okay.
won an Oscar. The famous alum,
That's
Oprah
amazing.
Winfrey, went
That's
to
right.
Tennessee
That's
State,
right.
Nashville,
That's
Tennessee.
right.
So we'll be flying out there,
Oh my goodness. Y'all see the
celebrating.
glow coming off of him?
Yeah, my
He's
baby
glowing.
girl.
Proud of
Yeah,
that
very,
baby.
very proud of her.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so from there, we'll be making our way. She told me, Daddy, you can't say nothing yet because I want to do it my way. So
Okay. All right.
we'll be making our way from there to the
We
school she
gonna
chooses to go to
respect
law
that.
school.
That's
So
right. She's a young lady
yeah,
now.
the first one in the family that we know of, in
Hmm.
our generation or before, to go to law school.
That's
So as a
beautiful.
parent, I
That's
mean, we're
beautiful.
overjoyed. So yeah, we're excited.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's the plans.
yeah.
A lot of cookouts on the back deck.
That's
You
right.
know that we're gonna be
That's
balling back
absolutely
there.
right.
We'll do that. You and I have joined Dr. Ed Joyner. We'll go over to his deck.
Oh, that's
And he has an
right.
amazing
Doc
yard.
Joyner, let's go. I'm
His yard
ready.
is amazing. And
Yeah.
I'm just planning on hopefully doing some type of Caribbean vacation this year. Last year we went to Miami, which
Oh,
was great. We went down to
yeah.
Miami last
Miami's
year.
nice. My husband and I did that for one of our anniversaries.
So
Beautiful.
so
Good
yeah.
time.
So this year, somewhere, I don't know, Jamaica, Bahamas,
All right.
Bermuda, somewhere.
Okay.
Um
I probably won't, but what you know what else what Adam and I generally do is we go to Newport, Rhode Island, and we do the Jazz Fest.
Oh, we love Newport.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
Newport is
Oh,
beautiful.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
and Hartford. Hartford has an amazing jazz fest.
yeah, yes
Gee,
they
we're gonna
do.
do that one this year.
Let's
You and
go.
I'm telling you, no,
Let's
Hartford's
go.
is off the chain.
Shima, Adam, let's go. Get the
Yes. So we'll be
basket,
doing
picnic
that.
baskets ready.
Absolutely. No, that's what we do.
Yep.
Seriously. So we'll be doing that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, G. So let's go back.
Yeah.
Middle school. And then I want to bring it up, just like we do our guests, to
Yeah.
high school,
Mm-hmm.
college. And let's tell the world a little about ourselves because you never know who's watching. And they're
True.
saying, who is this Teef and Gigi?
Yeah.
Now, to God be the glory, we got 5,000 people following us,
I
G.
know. Can we
I mean,
celebrate that?
listen, we have to look. Listen, I'm not embarrassed.
I'm
I'll
not
give God the glory and
embarrassed.
honor and praise in front of everyone.
All
I'm
the
not
and
embarrassed.
you know I have
This
no
is
shame
all
about the
God.
gospel. We thank God. There's no way that we could have done this in our own strength,
No
but we're
way.
really thankful for everybody that has
Support
tuned
it.
in,
Yeah.
supported, subscribed, hit the like button.
I'll say it in front of everybody. It's
But
definitely
really,
not us. I'll tell you, definitely not us.
to
It's all His
God
favor.
be
All
the
His favor.
glory. That's
So
right.
it's been 3 months,
Yes.
and the feeling, and I say this sincerely, when you get an email or a phone call and you don't know that phone call and they say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. Listen, I would love to be on your show." And from celebrities,
Yeah, yeah.
that's an amazing feeling.
It is.
I mean, gee, that's an
It
amazing
is an
feeling.
amazing
People that you've
feeling.
grown up watching or
Yeah.
network with over the years, and it's just an amazing feeling. So
I want to say something because absolutely we give glory. We give glory and honor to God for the opportunity and for the success.
yep.
But I want everybody to know something about you. All right. I want people to know something. I want y'all to know something about Teef. Teef is a man that gets a vision. He grabs a hold of that thing. And after that, you get out of his way. Get out of this man's way. And so I might have probably alluded to that in another episode, but I want everyone
I
that's
appreciate
watching
that,
to
G.
really understand. I mean, we've known each other for a number of
A
years,
long
and I
time.
really didn't know this part about you. But it is amazing to know somebody that just says, "This is what I'm going to do." Clear the way. I'm gonna knock everything out of the way that gets in the way. I'm gonna go. This man said to me, "You want to do a podcast?" Then we show up and we're doing a podcast. Right? Like he's no joke.
Gee,
Really,
that means
really.
a lot to me. And
No.
and
Special
since you
guy.
alluded to that, let me take you guys down this journey real quick. So the thought came
Mm-hmm.
because anything you do, you have to have that golden ticket. So I got a golden ticket. But let me tell you, before I got that golden ticket, the thought came to me
Mm-hmm.
about doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And before I went forward with it, before I spoke to anyone, and you and I had this conversation with
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
weekly meetings, I said, in order for this to be successful, and I say this sincerely, as you and I said, now we're going to say it to the world, we have to be able, or at that time I said, I have to be able to get out of our city. Our city
Mhm.
loves us, of course, but
Mhm.
anything you do,
Yeah.
you have to build a network outside.
Right.
So I called my boy. Hopefully he's watching. He always watched Pook Diesel in LA. Told him what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
I called my boy Tyrese Jackson in Orlando, Florida. Told him exactly what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
I called my cousin Marjani in Washington, D.C. And of course, my sister in Cincinnati, Ohio, Casey Champion,
Mhm.
who works very closely with uh, Tony Terry, his personal.
Yeah.
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 So I said, listen, this is my idea. This is what I want to do. Will you guys be able to support me 100%? Because we have to build a fan base,
Mhm.
other states, other
Right.
cities.
Right. Right.
And they said, Teef, I got you. Okay, that
Mhm.
was the first part. So
Right.
before you even start talking about what you want to do,
Mhm.
because again, you got to get out that box.
Right.
You can't get boxed in.
Mhm.
So during that time, as you and I spoke, certain people I spoke to, just natural conversations, just having a conversation with you, and just talking to them, but I'm interviewing them, and they had no clue. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had no clue, and then I had three sit down conversations, just in case the people are watching, um, about possibly being um, a co-host.
Co-host. Mhm.
And for whatever reason, great, absolutely wonderful people. It just wouldn't work,
Mhm.
and that's fine.
Right.
Listen to this story, guys,
Do
and
you
this
see
is
what? Do you
why
see what's happening here? He's gonna take us through the process.
I'm
Sorry. Come
serious.
on,
I
T.
mean, it's G.
Yeah.
So Gigi and I go back 30 years. We met in 8th grade. Okay,
Oh my goodness.
we didn't go to the same middle school, but we went to high school
Mhm.
together. In high school, me and G was like this. We were tight. We were friends all through high school, and well, her ex boyfriend was a friend of mine. My ex girlfriend was a friend of
Look
yours,
at that.
and we
Yes.
did a lot of double dates. Let's not
Yes, we
lie,
did. We did a lot of double dates.
And so after that, from '92, I said the year too, right? I don't care. I seen G 3 times,
Yeah,
honestly, right?
that's right.
So we graduate. I go off to Ohio. She goes off to Philly.
Mhm.
We graduate. We start our life. Boom, boom, boom. I'm working for someone,
Mhm.
and I run into you,
Yeah.
and the chemistry is. You were like, Teef, oh
Of
my goodness. We
course.
were like so happy to see each other,
So
etc.
happy to see you.
And
Yeah.
that for me, G, that we spoke about this off camera,
Yeah.
that connection and that greeting for me was very, very important
Yeah.
at that time of my life.
Yeah.
Very important
And who
because the
knew? I
friendship did
didn't know.
not change.
That's right.
You run into people 10, 15, 12 years down the line, yo, yo, yo. You was the same
No,
person.
genuinely happy to see you. Like no time had passed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how it was.
Yeah.
So I run into you one other time, but it's a
We were driving. You were in a car. We had exchanged numbers
we exchanged
before,
numbers. Yes.
but then I saw you. You were driving one direction. I was driving another direction. It was like beep beep beep. You don't remember that? And then it was
No.
after that I
We
ended up
exchanged
coming. But go ahead,
we
finish your story because
exchanged
I remember
numbers.
that moment. I was like, what?
And then so every year, as you know, we host a huge cookout and we invite a lot of friends. And so I'm going through my Rolodex. And at this time, the only other person I spoke to about it was my wife about the podcast.
Yeah.
No one else knew.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling her certain people I was interviewing, and she was like, "Oh, okay, you think about this person, this about this person." She's just like, "Okay, whatever you want to do." Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through my Rolodex, and I see Gigi, and at the time I had Goldberg in there, the
Mm-hmm.
old last
My
name
old
from high
last, my
school.
maiden name.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, "Gee, I'm having a cookout. Come to the cookout."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Okay, me and my husband coming. What do you want us to bring?" So from that moment, G,
Yeah.
when you came to the cookout,
Yeah.
and I put you with our partner, oh, we can't leave her out, right? Exact.
Oh,
Listen, big shout out to our
streets.
partner, Carolyn Streets. Streets,
Streets.
we love you. We love you,
I
Streets.
loved
I
her.
think she
You
got a doctorate now. Yeah, I
is
think she
she
got a
Dr.
doctor in
Streets?
Carolyn Streets. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reverend Streets' daughter. That's
He
our partner.
connected me with her. I didn't know her, but as soon as I got to meet her,
Absolutely,
just a beautiful soul.
that's
Loved
my
her.
partner.
Loved her right away.
So We had such a good time at the cookout.
That was good.
So after the cookout, you didn't, just like some other people that was there and other people. I'm filling you out because I knew at this point I already touched base with the producer. I already touched everything was a go.
Yeah.
But in order for it to happen, you have to have that right person,
The connection, right?
connection. So I called you, G, and I
Mm-hmm.
said, G, I want to meet, and I
Yeah.
told you what I wanted to do.
Yes,
And
he
here's
did.
the words you said, and it's funny. This is sincere. It's almost like if you watch the Billy Moss interview.
Episode, yeah.
He said for him,
Mm-hmm.
the words that the individual said to him at the time was, "You guys are in." That's what they
Mm-hmm.
needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
The words that you said to me
Yeah.
is a huge reason. I've said this to you off camera while you're in that seat. I told you my vision. You came back to me and said, "Teef, I'm riding."
That's it.
Those words for you have no clue. No, I'm serious. I'm saying this in front of
Wow.
the world. Those words, I told you what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
You said, Teef, I'm going to play my part. I'm riding. Whatever you want to do, I'm riding.
That's
And
what I
when I got
said.
in that car and I was driving, that's what I needed to hear.
Wow.
And so, I mean, all the mail we get is always, "Oh, I love Gigi." Just, and we get 10 emails. I get like 2 of
That's
them.
not true.
"Oh, I love Gigi." I'm like, "I love her too, but dang, can I get something?" "Oh, we're calling from
That's
Philly. We're
crazy.
from LA. We're from." So,
Listen.
so from that,
Yeah.
we're able to come here, do our show,
Mm-hmm.
and gee, I mean, it took off. I mean,
It
we're
did.
literally on the national scale.
It's been amazing.
5,000.
It's been amazing.
I'm not gonna play that down. That's
No,
huge.
no, no. That is a big deal. And you saw that. And you went after that. And I have to say, because there are people that are watching this that know me and they know I'm not a rider. I'm a driver.
And yes, she
like
is.
I
Yes,
like to
she
I like to
is.
get in that thing and I like to say where we're going and how to get there. But when we talked about it and you had this idea, I have no problem. I have no problem sitting in the passenger seat and being a partner with you
That's right.
in this. Like I wasn't kidding when I said that earlier. Like you had this vision and you said all these obstacles that I'm seeing, get out of the way. And so I'm cool. I'm riding
The
T.
best. Listen, G,
I'm
you're the
riding.
best. You're the best. I mean, just to have you over there. And the most
Yeah.
important part that we can't leave out is chemistry.
Yeah.
Listen, when we walking in here together, before
Yeah.
we sit there, we always cracking jokes.
It's fun.
In order to be successful, you have to have fun. You have
Yeah.
to literally just have someone you could crack jokes with and
Yeah.
just be yourself. We come up here, we do our hour, and we out.
I love it.
And we have listen, our producer is thebomb.com. We have an amazing studio. He's always supporting us. It's just, it's great.
It's
It's just,
good fun. When anybody asks me, first of all, how did this come about? How are you doing this? And I just said, man, we're just having
just having
fun.
fun. We're literally just having
Now,
fun.
I don't mean to say that you ain't working because I know we're working, right? But this is fun. Like we get to do this, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope y'all are having fun with us
I hope
because
so too.
this ride so far it's been amazing.
And so this month coming up, we have some amazing people. And what we try to do, if we can,
Hmm.
um, and to be honest, we've grown so fast that we were not expecting to get as many celebrities that's saying I want to be on the show.
Right.
However, we do love having our community, people
That's
from the
right.
community that says, listen, is it a possibility we could be on the show, et cetera, et cetera? And if we have that opening, we always try to say, absolutely, we would love to bring you on our platform and give you a platform to come on and just express what you guys got going on. So this month,
Okay.
we have,
Great community guests coming
yeah,
up.
we have some
Yes.
great community
Yes.
guests coming on this month from New Haven, Connecticut, or the greater New Haven area.
Hmm.
And so for you people out of state tuned in, you know, learn a little about them, listen to their story, and check them out and what they got going on. So that's very important,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. And
Absolutely.
so, G, I want to go back. Okay, so when we were in high school, let's go back to high school.
Okay.
Well, we both graduated as Mr. and Mrs. Senior. Let's
Yes,
not
we
forget about that.
did.
That
Yes,
was
we
big for
did.
us back then.
I'm
Um,
still surprised, but
no, no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Okay, you went off to Philly.
I did.
How was that? Bring us back. Like you,
Yeah,
what was that
yeah.
experience like? Because when we went to school
Mm-hmm.
back in those days, now I said this to my kids. College was different back in the late '80s, early '90s when you went to college,
Yeah, yeah.
and so it was a different time.
It was a different time than it is now, for sure. I can tell
Absolutely.
you, for me, First of all, coming from New Haven,
I was
which
about to say,
at
yeah.
that point, I was of the opinion that this is a small little town and I couldn't wait to get out of it. Like that was, hey, I've told that a million times. That's how I felt, and I had this opportunity to go to Philadelphia, which is a big little city,
Oh, yeah.
you know, but was just amazed, and it actually got me to appreciate New Haven all the more
Okay.
because I didn't know what an amazing arts town we were, restaurant town, education town. Like we really have a lot of stuff going on, but it took really going away. I got to go to Philadelphia. Shout out to the Temple Owls, the cherry and the white.
Absolutely.
I had an amazing time. Got to go to Temple University when the basketball team was amazing.
Ah,
It was absolutely a
yes.
great time, and there were
Yeah, Eddie Jones there back
Eddie
then. Yeah,
Jones was
yeah,
there
yeah.
while I was. I mean, it
Aaron
was
McKee,
Aaron McKee was there.
Rick
Look, you know the
Brunson,
names.
Rick Brunson.
Y'all
Yeah,
know Rick
you had some.
Brunson.
Yeah,
All those
yeah,
folks were
so,
running
yeah. They all
around
went to the
campus.
league. They all went to the league.
They all went to the league,
Yeah,
and they were there on campus
when
while
you
I
were
was there.
there.
It
Okay.
was an amazing time to be there. And an amazing time in the world. I mean, it was the late '90s. Was great for music. Like when we
Absolutely,
talk about music, I
absolutely,
think about all
absolutely.
the music going through the dorms and spring fling and all those things that were happening. But it was amazing to be away and become a young adult during
Did you
that
come home
time.
often? Did you
I
come home?
did. I came home. I stayed on campus a lot, but it was close enough to come home. It was. I didn't know how smart I was in choosing that school. Actually, God picked it for me because
Ah,
I was really my heart's desire, Teef, was to go all the way. I wanted to go to an HBCU,
okay,
and I got
okay.
waitlisted. I really wanted to go to Spelman. Spelman still really has my
Ah,
heart. But I don't scoff at my days at Temple University
wow,
at all. So I got to come home often because it was close enough.
absolutely.
Where that bus trip was nothing.
Was that
Like
three and a half hours,
yeah,
something
three
like
and a
that?
half hours.
Yeah.
I could afford it. My parents could afford it. So it was good.
Wow.
How about you? Like at that time,
So at that
yeah.
time in my life, so I play sports.
I know you were an athlete.
I was an
That's
athlete, and
right.
I did
Amazing.
extremely well my
Super
senior year.
athlete.
So for football,
Yeah.
um, my partner and I, big shout out to Chris Bruler, still have the record at Wilbur Cross High School in regards, and we led the state in scoring that year.
Shout out to
Um,
Chris Bruler.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, my whole dreams was to go to school for football.
Hmm.
At the time, only the biggest school I got recruited by was Boston College.
Hmm.
And the only person I knew at Boston College at the time was Terry Roundtree. Terry had went to, yeah, he was
Terry
playing ball. He was a freshman
Roundtree. Yeah.
on that team. So I didn't know anything about BC. But they came down to speak to Coach Barbarito in regards to recruiting me. Um, Things didn't work out.
Hmm.
So let's fast forward. I could have went to UConn.
Hmm.
I didn't. I didn't go to UConn. My sister graduated from UConn. My baby sister graduated from UConn. So big shout out to Danielle Davis, my baby sister, who's actually a supervisor at DCF. Um, and I wind up going to the best school in the world for me. I mean, I'm an Ohio guy. A
Yeah.
lot of my connections are still through the state of Ohio. So
Yeah.
you ask Teef, how do you know so many? Ohio's a major state, major
Yeah.
state. But at the time, before I went to the University of Findlay, coming out of New Haven,
Hmm. Hmm.
I thought New Haven was everything. Yeah, I really did. So
Wow.
I was the opposite
We
of
were the
you. I
opposite.
was
Yeah, I
totally the
was like,
opposite.
oh, this little town.
And I was totally the opposite. I thought if
Yeah.
you're not from New Haven, you're no one. And I got some of these guys are looking at this video right now and they laughing
Mm.
because boy, they gave me a rude awakening.
Wow, they let you know.
Because when I got to Ohio back then, it was a different world. Cleveland, major city, you got 1 million people. Columbus, 1 million
Hmm.
people.
Hmm.
Cincinnati, 1 million people. Um,
These are big towns.
Dayton, 1 million people. Toledo. So these are major,
Hmm.
major, and the biggest college in the country,
Wow.
the Ohio State, which is in
I did not
Columbus.
know
Yes,
that.
is the largest college in the United States. That's why they name it the Ohio State in Columbus. And
I want the people to know that University of Findlay just had you in their newsletter.
yes, they
Yes,
did. I
they
appreciate
did.
that,
Gave
G.
a
Yes, they
whole
did.
write up to one of their
Alumni
esteemed
spotlight.
alum.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
and I was so honored when I got the
Yeah.
phone call. You have
Yes.
no
Yes.
clue. I mean, caught me off guard. I was so honored. So, thank you so much to the
Yes.
University
You
of
deserve it.
Findlay for the spotlight and where give it to me. Hopefully in
Hmm.
Jesus' name, Temple University. I mean, come on. My partner's over here doing her thing. So you guys listen, she needs one as well.
Uh-huh.
So I went out to Ohio
Yeah.
and I made great connections.
Hmm.
And I was able to meet a lot of great people. When I was in Ohio, I'm trying to think. Okay, so this is a good transition. So this is going to answer a question. I was going to say this for another show. So we're talking about college years, right? All right, G. I'm just going to throw a little curve in there. And I'm going to tell you mine in a second. Tell me your top five favorite rappers of all time. And then I'm going to tell you mine. Top five favorite rappers of all time.
Okay.
Your Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore has four, but we're going to give you five.
All right,
So,
all right. So I think we might have did this. I'm hoping that nobody goes back to check the
no,
resume
we didn't do
because I said
rappers.
I think we might have. Yeah, we might have. We didn't. Well, I probably didn't
No,
just
we did
started. I
singers.
started
We did
listing.
singers.
I listed rappers. We did performers, and I included rappers.
Did you?
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Oh
sure.
man.
So I know for sure Rakim is up there
Yeah.
on my
Okay.
list. We got Rakim. The R is up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. Let's see. LL is a goat. You
LL.
just can't. You can't deny it.
LL
Anybody, you
Cool
could call
J
me up. You
is
got my number. Call me and check it. That brother is the goat.
okay.
He's still repping hard.
Okay.
So we got him. We have let's see. I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh, Mos Def.
Most
I
Def.
love Mos Def. I love him.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to put up on my list. You know, it always takes me a long time. My mental Rolodex is
Always.
flashing. Cut me some
It's
slack here.
only Gigi.
I'm going to go with, I can't think of his name right now. He got a big smile. He played the drums and he sings, and he's in Silk Sonic. But the second part of Silk Sonic, what's his name? Anderson Paak. He's people think he came out with Silk Sonic, but he's really underrated.
Okay.
He's really dope.
Okay.
So check out Anderson Paak away from Silk Sonic doing his own thing.
Okay.
And my number five is my own husband, who's an MC.
Uh,
He goes by the name of PA Paranormal Adam. He's an MC. He does his thing. He's on my list,
wow.
absolutely, of my most favorite
She's
MC.
always giving you a shout out,
That's
Big A.
right. That's my
Hey,
baby.
listen. That's your lady. That's your lady. That's your lady. All
Yeah.
right. So because I paused in there because I'm gonna give you mine.
Yeah.
And so for me, now listen to the years. My personal, I got to use the word personal because I know you guys gonna come so. For me, going away to
Yeah,
school,
you're Mount Rushmore.
yes,
Hmm.
my Mount Rushmore was very important because mine are all between 92 to 97, the years we were in
Oh
college.
wow.
Yeah,
See,
so
I'm an
those
old
years,
school head,
yeah,
so yeah,
because okay,
yeah,
and before I say mine, we were speaking about college back when we went to school.
yeah.
When we went to school, if you were blessed to go away to school
Hmm.
back in that time, and not knocking anyone if you didn't have the opportunity to go away, right? We can't say that.
Absolutely,
But if you had
absolutely.
the opportunity to go away to school and you were away from home, back in that generation, whoever's watching, and you did have the opportunity to go away, everyone left their college doors open. Remember in the dorms?
Hmm.
Everybody's door
That's
was
what I was
wide
thinking of the
open.
music back
Every
then. The
single
music
person.
pumping through the dorms.
And so
Yes.
for me, these are the five
All right.
during those years that I don't care what your nationality was, what you always played certain individuals. So my first one, he came out in 93 and destroyed the game, which was Snoop Doggy Dogg
Oh
at the time.
wow.
No one beat Snoop in 93.
Wow.
Look at the
Hmm.
the numbers. I mean, when that album came out, it was crazy. Everyone played it.
You right.
The
You right.
following year, come on, my boy Nas came out with Illmatic.
How could I not have
Come
Nas on
on.
my
And so
list?
everyone
You're
in that
right.
dorm,
You're right.
and so these two so
Illmatic.
far, I mean, and again, listen to me. If you had the opportunity to cross over, a lot of people didn't have the opportunity to leave the East Coast and go to the Midwest. I
Yeah.
was in the
Yeah.
Midwest
Hmm.
in 92. It wasn't like it is now, guys, with all this technology. This was 92.
Hmm.
You had to buy a tape or a
Or
CD,
a CD.
right? And so they were playing Nas in the Midwest.
Ah.
They were playing Snoop Dogg on the East Coast, and he was
Hmm.
way all the way in
Right.
LA,
Right.
right?
Right.
All right. Of course, you got Big.
Big. Yeah.
Big was worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Snoop, Nas, Big. I'll say my best for last. Of course, I love Jay. Who doesn't love Jay? Jay was a little later He blew up after our college
Yeah,
days.
that's more 90,
98,
97,
99,
yep,
2000, boom,
yep.
boom, boom. That's four. But he'll never change. 1,000 million years from now, my favorite of all time,
All time. Who is it? Drum roll,
Tupac
please.
Shakur, baby.
Oh, I love
Pac
Pac.
was
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love
And
Pac.
listen, let me just explain this to you guys. Pac at that time in 96, because I have this debate with a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I say it respectfully to them. I say, because you was here. You didn't go to school in the Midwest, or you never been to LA. So whoever's listening to this from
Mm.
the, I mean, you were here, and that's all you heard was Hot 97, et cetera, et cetera. This guy was in Florida, playing in Florida when Luke was there. This guy was in Wyoming, Utah. You understand? So it was a difference back then.
Yeah,
If you had the opportunity to go, then you would understand that. It
yeah.
was
What was happening with him
he was
over
on a
there?
whole nother level.
So when you were way over there, what was happening with Wu Tang? Was Wu Tang pumping
Wu
for,
Tang
for
was
them?
pumping, but they came out a little later. They came out in like 94, 95
Yeah,
as a
I was just
group.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
pumping.
yeah,
These are individual. No, I'm gonna save that one for another time when we say
yeah,
groups, because I
yeah,
love the
yeah,
Wu.
yeah.
Absolutely
Woo,
love
don't
the
let her
Wu.
woo. Come
But
on,
those five for
we love the
me:
kids.
Snoop, Nas, Big, Jay, Pac. I don't think that order would never change, because
Hmm.
when they dropped their albums, it was amazing. The world
Yeah.
stood up.
Oh.
Everyone loved Snoop. Remember Snoop said in the Vibe Awards, I'm not sure, or the Source Awards, when he got on stage and said, "Y'all don't got love
So
for Snoop
y'all don't
Dogg,"
got love for
right?
Snoop
Because he
Dogg.
knew I was the hottest artist at that time. At
Yeah,
that
and there was
time,
so much happening between the East and the West
yes,
Coast.
and
It's
he
like
knew I was
y'all don't
that
love
hot.
Snoop. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
remember.
mean, come on. Gin and
Yeah.
Juice was out, Snoop Dogg, everything. Murder Was the
Oh
Case.
my
He had all of
gosh.
that.
Yeah.
So ain't no fun. So it was a different time. So when I say
Yeah.
that now, some people say, "Oh, no." I said, "No, this is '93.
Yeah.
Nas wasn't out yet.
And this
Big
is the
wasn't out yet."
soundtrack of your life,
Of
right?
my life,
You get to
personal,
pick
correct.
your own personal.
And
Yeah.
and those college doors have to be open. What was they playing?
Yeah.
What were they playing?
That's
So,
funny.
so that's why I say that. So that was a good one, right?
Yeah, that's a good
If
one.
I give you five more, can you name five more?
You know, Teeth, don't be pushing
Ah, okay.
you
I
gotta
won't.
push it
Okay,
on
I
me. Now
won't do it. I
that's not
won't
like
do it.
I'm an old school head and I love hip hop, but my this old ticker don't work like it used to. I can't remember the names like I want to, but I got a list. I got a list. I do.
Wow, wow. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So listen. So we went through our college life. We went through our high school life. Now let's talk about another 2, 3 minutes about what we're looking forward to now in life.
Mhm.
Um, the podcast is doing something that we never imagined
Yeah.
it doing.
So fast.
Um, you and I have spoke to some people in the media world, and maybe I shouldn't even talk about that on camera yet. But we're happy that we're on the national level,
Mhm.
5,000,
Yeah.
and so
Thank
we
you. Thank you.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And we have people going to bat for us in
Mhm.
whatever way they're doing,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah.
And let's just again, to God be the glory. We give God all the glory, honor, and
All the
praise.
glory.
And if you would be so kind to continue to subscribe and help us out, we would truly appreciate
Yeah,
that.
please share. Please share.
Press that button, subscribe, and that's the hard part. It sounds crazy, but for some people to press that button,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I don't know, but we're hoping that they'll not just watch, they'll press subscribe and support us, because a lot of the people that we bring on, I love saying to the world, these people were supporting us from the
From the
beginning. That's
beginning,
very
which really
important.
matters.
That way
Yeah.
before the numbers took off, they say, "I believe in this show."
Yeah.
So when if it's God's will, we get to a certain level, we want to be able to say, "No, they were there."
Yeah.
They were there,
Yeah.
and we would love to bring you back on, no matter where we are in the world now.
That's right. That's
So
right.
that's very important, right?
It is. That is. You know what we love for you all to do is actually as we look back over the past 15 episodes, tell us what your favorite episodes were.
Oh, that would be a good
Right?
one.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've got some. I have loved every single one of our guests. There's not one that at the end of it I'm like, oh,
absolutely,
that's my favorite. That's my
absolutely,
favorite. But we would love to hear from you all. Which ones were your favorite episodes? We've just
absolutely.
had some amazing guests that just
And
shared some
and
amazing
some coming
experience.
on. That's very
Yes.
round two is going to be very exciting. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we did 15, and our
I
next
like that.
15 should be, yeah, round
Round
two.
two.
Yeah, our next 15 should be very exciting. We have some legendary R&B people coming on.
My goodness, y'all.
Some
It's
legendary
the
actors and
roster is
politicians,
tight.
and it's really good. And some local community people that
Tight.
we are very excited to
Excited and
bring them on the
proud of.
platform
Yes.
and give them a platform to say, listen, this is what they're doing. And that's a blessing.
Yeah.
To be in a situation that
Yeah.
you can say that. Say, listen,
Yeah.
I want you guys to hear about X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So
Teef, you still having fun?
I'm still having fun, partner. I'm still having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm having fun.
All right.
Question is, are y'all having fun?
That's very important. All
Have
right.
fun with us, man.
So
We're
listen,
enjoying
we're
it.
not going to hold you guys any longer. We just wanted to take an intermission, a little pause for this week. Next week, we're going to come back strong. We have a great guest coming on. You're going to be excited. You guys enjoying yourself? You ready to move forward? Here we go. Take care.
Take care, y'all.